welcome to the Playboy Mansion.
Hey guys, welcome to Playboy's Tarot. Today we'll be doing a pick a card reading on what you can expect for March 2019, what March 2019 has in store for you guys. So we have 4 piles as usual: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So if you need a minute to pick a pile you feel the most drawn to, be sure to pause the video right here. We're going to jump right in with pile 1 though. Hey group 1, so let's see what March 2019 has in store for you guys. We have the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Teach, new vitality, well-deserved reward, problem resolved, true love, the Temple Path, innocence, and Saturn. So right off the bat, you guys may have gone through some sort of challenging time, some sort of disappointment, something didn't go exactly your way, things didn't go exactly to plan or as you wanted them to. You know, maybe a situation just didn't unfold in the best way possible in your viewpoint at that time. There was some energy of challenge or strife or struggle or disappointment, you know, just something happened that wasn't really the most optimal of the situation. You may have been dealing with some sort of challenging issue, a pressing, you know, situation that you had to face. Maybe even, you know, you've gone through some losses in a sense, and that could be on a major scale or on a lesser scale for those of you. But I feel like with Teach and well-deserved reward and problem resolved coming through, that you've gone through this period, or in March there's going to be something where you've gone through this challenge, this rough patch. It was to be a teachable moment, you know, it was for you to fulfill some sort of lesson, and now the blessings are coming in. You know, there may have been some sort of missed opportunity that you guys have faced, or you've been working towards something, you know, after, you know, hitting some sort of loss or hitting some sort of door, dead end, something that didn't happen the way you wanted it to, and now you're finally receiving the blessings and the well-deserved reward that's kind of owed to you for, you know, all your hard work, especially if you've been feeling kind of down on your luck lately. So in March is going to be a time for you to really put the effort in, because that's when you're going to finally see the full manifestation and the fruits of your labor finally coming into fruition for you. I feel like you guys have been waiting for that new opportunity, that next ship, that next, you know, big thing for your life, or, you know, just waiting for something different to unfold. But you need to know, in March, whatever challenging issue you've been facing, you know, the problem is resolved. You're going to see finally the closing out of that tumultuous situation, or the situation that was just challenging, that wasn't really unfolding in the way you wanted it to. But just know, with Temple Path, you have been kind of being guided down a certain pathway. You know, with Saturn, it comes with that hard work, going through, you know, the rough patches, not skipping, you know, no shortcuts. You guys have really had to grind and hustle, but finally, you guys are going to see the benefits of all your hard work that you've invested and put in. So it's not a time to just be pessimistic or, you know, be disheartened or hurt. Just know that this was all for a reason, and, you know, it's for a bigger purpose here. Some of you guys may have, you know, dealt with some situations in love that just weren't, you know, the best. And I know some people don't like hearing about the past, but I do feel as though for some of you guys, you may be connecting with someone, or someone is feeling as though that they want to work things out with you, and they've been trying to work their way up to kind of presenting themselves towards you, especially after, you know, venturing out, and maybe you guys took some time away from one another, and now they're, you know, realizing that they messed up, and, you know, wanting that Two of Cups type of thing with you, wanting to reconnect with you, feeling as though that they're willing to put in the effort in here as well. Now, some of you guys may be connecting with somebody completely new, and it's a very innocent type of connection, with innocence being here. It's reminding me of that Six of Cups type of thing, where it's a very pure type of romance or connection that you're having with someone. And this could be something that proves to be something that has a lot of longevity, with true love coming through. You know, you have gone through some difficult relationships, you've kissed a lot of frogs for some of you guys, or it's just been a long time coming, and you're finally being able to connect with someone who treats you right, and, you know, really wants to put effort into the situation and the connection here with you. here as well. So I feel like this is after maybe you guys have finally come to a realization with Teach here. You finally learned that lesson that may have been kind of cyclic in your life, especially if you've been kind of attracting the same situation in other people, you've been led towards the same place. It's for you to finally come to a realization as to what's going on here and what type of energies you're attracting, and you to kind of put the work in to switch that out and, what is the word? Kind of readjust your energy and open yourself up to better things, new pastures, new beginnings in love. And even if it's someone you're going to deal with, the same person, or even if you're in a relationship, it's finally, learning that lesson or seeing what that error that continuously you and that person had that's been impeding the growth and the success in the relationship. So if you and your relationship partner, for those of you who are with somebody or those of you who are reconnecting with someone, I feel like you're finally resolving that issue here, and you're able to get to that much more pure type of energy. You've learned the lesson, and now it's been a long time coming with the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a slow discovery that you guys have been on when it comes to this type of connection, but finally the lesson is being learned. The same issue that you've been reaching has been finally surmounted. Now, in another sense, for those of you who've been working on some creative pursuits or even in career, you may have taken some sort of loss in a sense. Maybe you guys have left a job, or maybe you guys have just been working towards something, and for some reason, it hasn't been taking off the way you wanted it to. I finally feel as though you're going to be seeing some improvements here, or whatever issue that's been proposed, or that's been brought up, is finally going to be overcame in a sense. But I see a lot of different new beginnings that are opening up for you guys, because it's finally time. You've reached that level, you fulfilled that karmic contract, or whatever situation you've been going through, whatever lesson that you guys have been meant to learn. It's finally time for you to see a different chapter in your life. Now, for some of you guys, you may be helping other people this month of March, finally reach their new vitality, their new beginning, and also helping people solve their issues. You may be a key component in other people, seeing things from a different perspective and helping people heal from situations that haven't really been the best for them, So people may be coming towards you for guidance, for lessons, for help, for advice. And it's going to finally pay off for you here as well. People are going to be seeing you and holding you towards, kind of high esteem, leaning on you for your, assistance as well. You're probably kind of like a problem solver. They see you as someone that they can, listen to and assist them in their journey here as well. But I feel like there's just something so pure and fresh and new that's finally trying to envelop in you guys' lives this month. And it's been something that's a long time coming, I keep getting, and I feel like it's when you may be feeling a little, dreadful, or feeling a little down on your luck, that you just need to take that energy and really invest it into something productive. Try not to, I don't know why the cat has my tongue today, but try not to sulk or, stay really invested, or, keep yourself in that funk type of energy. If you ever feel yourself feeling stuck or feeling down, try to shift your perspective. Change your focus and see things from a glass is half full rather than half empty type of perspective. And continuously keep working towards your goals, because it's coming in. It's just something that's taking a lot of hard work. I feel like this month you guys are grinding, and you're working towards to resolving some sort of issue that's going to be prompted towards you guys. So don't be afraid of whatever is being thrown your way. It's kind of a lesson for, the universe is, putting something in your past for you to overcome it. Or, this has already been prompted, and finally in March you are overcoming that. You're seeing that new beginning. You're finally on top of the world. You're looking at things from a bigger perspective. You're above all the BS. You finally have completed your problems, and it's time for you to be happy, and it's time for you to gain your rewards for everything that you've gone through, everything that you've faced, all the effort you've put in, all the stuff that you've dealt with. It's done. I'm kind of getting. You know, it's kind of finished. You're on to a new page, and this page is really, really positive. I see a lot of positivity for you guys, and a lot of, you know, just increase after a time period when there was, you know, you were maybe feeling as though there was lack. You're getting away from that energy now and looking towards a better improvement in a sense. So I feel like that's all I'm getting for you guys. There was something else that came to my mind, but it's kind of gone now, so I don't want to just keep pulling at you guys. But I hope this reading did resonate with you. If you did like this reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye. Hey group 2, so let's see what March 2019 has in store for you guys. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Emperor, Justice, and the Star. Solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, success and growth, adjacent possibilities, abundance, follow your dreams, free yourself, and Venus. So with you guys, I feel like in March 2019, you guys are on fire. It is go time. You know, I feel a lot of different doors opening up for you. A lot of success is in the cards for you guys, especially if you guys are venturing into creative pursuits. If you've been holding yourself back, or you've just been sitting on the sidelines, you know, looking over the fence, like imagining all the possibilities, or, you know, watching, waiting, you know, it's finally time for you to get off that ass and get going. It's go time. I feel like this month you're really going to be reclaiming your power with the solar plexus chakra coming out for you guys. Your creativity is really going to be heightened, or these two chakras you need to really hone in on and focus on keeping aligned and balanced, because this is a month where you guys are really going to be in a sense of abundance, and the solar plexus chakra is where you manifest out of. That's your power source, your life force energy. So there's a lot of success that you guys are, you know, facing, or is in the cards for you. You guys are feeling really driven this month to go after what it is that you want. You know, I feel like you're finally no longer holding yourself back. You're going to feel really much more creative. I feel like this Piscean energy, this Neptunian energy is going to be a real source of inspiration for those of you guys who are in the creative pursuits, or you have other creative hobbies outside of your regular norm. But finally, you know, just everything is just aligned for you guys with Justice being here, you know, and the Star. The universe is kind of backing you guys at this time where it's such a favorable period for doors to be opened up for you guys. And with the Two of Wands, I feel like you guys are on the brink of something. There's just different possibilities and perspectives for you guys to face and kind of decide what direction you want to go into. I feel like in the month of March, you're gonna just have a bunch of new different ideas, or there's gonna be a whole different slew of possibilities that you didn't even, you know, really cross your mind before. There's just different avenues that you guys can be going down at this time. There's so much abundance in the cards for you guys if you guys just finally go after what it is that you want. There's that wish fulfillment, that desire. There's a strong heightened sense of intuition. Internally in your gut, you know what it is that you need to do. You know what it is the next step. So don't hold yourself back. Don't stand in your own way. Truly chase your dreams. Chase what you want with Follow Your Dreams being here. Also listen to your dreams and keep track of those that you have, because I feel like, you know, the universe may be communicating with you as to what it is that you need to be doing here as well. But it's going to be a big time of celebration and joy and happiness. I feel like this is going to be a really great month for you guys. Stability, you're going to be balanced, you're going to be stable, you're going to be happy and content. Also, you know, there's just a clear sense of guidance, a clear sense of clarity that you guys have this month that's different than you've had before. You know, you're seeing things from a whole different light, and things are just kind of flowing. I'm getting for you guys if you just go with the tide and don't go against it. If you've been holding yourself back, it's time to just release. Don't be afraid. Step off the sidelines. Stop waiting and just go after what it is that you want. But those of you guys who are creative and you've been creating things at this time, I feel like you're finally going to be getting that, you know, admiration. Sorry, that was a stutter. But finally seeing the admiration, or even an increase in admiration and success. There's just so much coming your way this month, and stuff that you didn't even expect. Even with the 8 here on this card, that infinity, that abundance is showing up here as well. So finance is looking good, intuition's looking good, spirituality, contentment, security, confidence, all that is really heightened here at this time. You feeling really creative. Even, you know, with intimacy, I feel like there's going to be a heightened sense of intimacy here for you guys. You know, maybe you're going to have a Kundalini awakening or something of that nature, but I just feel like all aspects of your life are really on the up and up, and it's finally time for you to step into that power that you guys deserve. Don't be afraid of it. Don't shy away from the light if that's usually what you do. Finally bask in it, because, you know, the universe is smiling down on you, and I feel like everything is just finally in place for you guys to really shine. So take advantage of every second this month has to offer for you guys, because I feel like it's a lot. There's going to be so much that you have to say thank you for, that you have to appreciate. You know, there's just a lot of different creative insights you're getting. If you've been at a point where, you know, you've been wondering, you know, what's the next step for me? What am I going to do next? Or you've been lacking ideas in March, things are just going to be flowing in for you. You know, you're just going to kind of get it, or just move with the tides. It's like water this month for you guys. And of course, it's a water sign season, but, you know, you're going to be enjoying yourself this month. There's going to be a lot to celebrate. You're going to probably be more indulgent this month, you know, in foods and festivities, maybe wanting to hang out more, maybe wanting to treat yourself a little bit better. But I just see accolades here for you guys, where people are just kind of really doting on you and seeing you in a whole different light. Maybe people didn't know at one point that, you know, that you were this successful, or people are just finally watching you grow and move up the ladder in a sense. But nonetheless, it's just in a positive light. I'm not seeing negativity here for you guys at all. I just feel a lot of happiness finally, and, you know, beauty. You're going to be feeling physically better. You're just, everything is just pointing towards up. I'm seeing kind of like a graph, especially those of you who are, you know, creators on even this platform, where it's just going straight up, you know, success straight up. That's what's coming in for you guys. So don't stand in your way. In love, I finally see you guys going after what you want, or, you know, finally getting out of that limbo like energy. If you were feeling stuck in a stagnant position, whether you be in a relationship or not, you know, you're finally letting yourself out of that mental jail and finally stepping into that feel good energy. So if you're not used to things being so great, don't stand in your own way, and just really enjoy it. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be successful. Also, it may be a good time to just make smart and wise business decisions, wise business moves. Think before you act, in a sense. You know, kind of plan it out, take a step back, and look at the different angles, because you may be only focused on one thing, but there's so many different avenues that you can go about chasing your dreams. Don't have a one-track mind. Don't look at things from a short-term perspective, or, you know, a smaller perspective. Look at the bigger picture. Dream big this month. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit the scope of things. Dream your biggest, your best dream, and you can have it. If you can fathom it, I say it all the time, if you can fathom it, you can see yourself in it, you can visualize yourself, then it is actual. You can do it. It's something that can actualize in reality. You can have it. You can create it. All the power lies within you guys, and you have it here with you, especially with solar plexus and the sacral chakra. You have the creativity, you have the knowledge, you have the strength, you have the power and the desire for it. You guys in March are hungry for success. You're going after it. You want that stability. Now, somebody also may have their eye on you and maybe watching you go through this positive change, watching you succeed. And I don't see it from a negative. I just see it in admiration. For those of you guys who are single, someone may have their eye on you and is seeing you in a really magnificent light, where it's just like, whoa, look at this person, and is really interested and, you know, is waiting for their moment to finally free themselves and go after you. Some of you guys are leaving toxic situations and, like, finally coming to the realization that, hey, I'm great. And you are, and going after what it is that you truly desire. Now, for those of you who are already in an established relationship, things are just going to be taking a turn for the better, I feel. But in all aspects of your life, I just see a lot of success. Mostly career, too. It's going to be a great month here. So many new beginnings, so many new possibilities that you didn't even expect, or new ideas that you're coming up with that are just going to prove to be really lucrative and awesome for you guys. So that's great. Number 2s, I'm wishing you all the very best. Thank thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey group 3, so let's see what March 2019 has in store for you guys. We have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Empress, observe, feeling alone, anxiety, miracle healing, throat chakra, woman holding a coin, compassion, positive expectation, separation, and Neptune. So this month, I feel like you may end up getting caught up in that Piscean, Neptunian energy that's floating around in the air, where you may be tripping yourself up about something. Maybe you're feeling a little nostalgic here as well, but don't find yourself confusing yourself or getting lost in the illusions that are being presented to you, because I feel like you may be distorting your thoughts a little bit, or you may have an issue, where things may not be as clear as what they really are. One thing may appear one way, but that's not really the case here, because Neptune is kind of the illusionist, where we think we know a situation, but in reality it unfolds when the fog lifts. It's not the way we saw it at all. But I feel like this month you may find yourself more so of an interloper, where you may be observing, your surroundings a little bit more and feeling a little distant from other people. Kind of like you're on the sidelines in a sense, or that you're just watching everybody else kind of go through their own lives and situations, and not really saying what it is that's on your mind. You may have an issue this month with truly expressing yourself, and not holding your tongue for fear of what people may say, or for fear of conflict with other people. Now, there may be this energy where there's a bit of longing that's going on, whether that be you longing for somebody else or somebody longing for you. That could be romantic, or that could just be platonic, or whatever it is, but I feel like there's just going to be some, internal turmoil that's going on. And that's normal, where we have those moments where we're feeling a little conflicted on the inside. But I feel like the biggest thing that you guys need to hear right now in the month of March is to not give up on yourselves. If you find yourself hitting kind of like a wall, or so, just keep pushing, keep fighting, don't give up, especially with the 9 of Wands, because you're about to get that offer, you're about to get that new beginning, you're about to see that new opportunity, that new prospect. It's right when you're about to give up and let go and walk away and turn your back that new manifestation is coming in for you, especially with miracle healing. Do your best this month to stay in a positive mind frame, and to go off the facts of what you know, and don't get caught up in your thoughts. Don't get caught up in the what ifs, with anxiety showing up. Those little thoughts that try and creep up on you, try not to listen to those. Always bring yourself back to reality from what you do know, what you physically see, especially if it comes to other people, where you're worried about a situation, or you're having anxiety over a situation concerning others. Don't go off of assumptions, or hunches, or just try and stay clear and stay grounded, because I'm feeling like a foggy, misty, watery energy around you. Even with all these blues and these dark blues and the purples, I feel like you guys are finding yourself in a bit of a weird little haze this month, or you've been right now, and you just need to kind of grasp on and hold on to some reality. Hold on to what you know. Watch other people, be observant, be vigilant, and go off of that. Now, also, in a sense, I feel like you may be walking away from some challenging times. You and somebody else may be, parting ways, or you may have parted ways with someone in the past, or maybe you're parting ways with different parts of yourself that are no longer serving you, and you're going through some sort of change and some sort of transformation. And it may be a bit of a more emotional one, where a different part of your life is kind of closing out for a new part to kind of open up and surface. Maybe you've been feeling as though too many people have their eyes on you, or you feel as though you're kind of the one that's in the spotlight, and that could be more so on a bigger scale, on a lower scale, whatever, where it's just kind of like everybody's kind of looking towards you, or you feel like everybody's been awaiting your next move, or you don't really know what that next move is, and you don't want to disappoint, and there's just been like competition and challenge, and it's just been really difficult, and you've been trying to stand your ground, but maybe you're kind of trying to walk away from that, and you are going into a bit more of a reclusive type of energy in March, where you're kind of focusing more so on yourself and going through a period of healing. I definitely feel like there's a change happening with you guys this month, and you may be putting distance between you and other people to kind of reach this Empress like energy where you're coming back better than ever, especially if this has been your energy for for a while now. Finally in March, you're finally seeing that new beginning, that new change, and I'm getting that for a lot of the different groups where it's new energy in March. And it makes sense because from Pisces in March we shift into Aries, and that is that astrological new year, that spring equinox. So that's when we're finally getting that energetic reset that we all so desperately need. So you're going through this last energy, which is that Neptune, that 12th house, where things go to be dissipated back into the universe. So it's a more so hazy, confusing, weird space. It's a weird energy that you're in right now, and it's just because all of that stuff, you're kind of getting that energy coming back full circle, that you've been through, and it's kind of clearing out of your space at this time, and you're going through a deep healing period. So stuff is coming up to the surface for you guys, and it may come in an energy of nostalgia, being more reminiscent of the past, or different things being shown back up that are triggering different emotions in you. So just be patient with yourself as well. Try and look at the glass as half full rather than half empty, and know that that new manifestation is coming in for you guys, that everything that's happening right now is to bring in that new beginning, and keep fighting through the haze. Don't get lost in it. Don't get lost in a slump. Don't feel down on yourself or down on your luck right when things are getting to that conflict point. No, it's because that new beginning is coming. Try to avoid distractions, because things may be prompted up in your path to kind of thwart you, throw you off the scent, throw you off the path. Whatever it is that you're walking away from, it's for your highest good. I feel like you're walking into something that's much more beneficial. You're leaving these 8 cups behind because there's a cup missing, that 9th cup that's going to bring you that internal fulfillment, that success, that love, that happiness, that peace. Now, there also may be some issues brought up between you and a maternal figure, or between you and other female figures in general with the Empress coming up. So try and your best to work through that. Don't buy into energies of conflict with people, because there may be an energy where people are going to try you this month with the 5 of Wands coming through, and you're going to be really wanting to stand your ground. But the best thing that you can do is walk away from situations that are high intensity or high conflict driven. Try and stay on the positive side of things, because if you do feed into that conflict, you're just going to end up regretting it later. But in the same token, be sure you're speaking your truth with the throat chakra. Don't let anybody subdue your self-expression, especially if that's something you've been used to, where you kind of subdue yourself for other people for fear of what people might react. This is not the time for that. Be honest with yourself, be honest with other people, and speak your mind, so that throat chakra doesn't end up getting blocked. Because if you don't access it or use it enough, if you withhold whatever it is that you're feeling, not saying what it is so in your mind, it's going to end up being blocked, and you're going to have issues with that energy. But I also feel like this is going to be a great time for poetry, writing, singing even, or just getting into more so self-expressive pursuits would be a great beneficial time and a great sense of healing. So maybe journaling here as well. But for those of you, you're maybe separating from someone that you've dealt with a lot of conflict, and they're going to be having issues with that, or some of these people that you've separated from are going to be remembering and missing you and wanting to come back into your life and wanting to offer you something. But I feel like Here as well, there may be some competition in the career force, and stay away from petty drama in the workplace, wherever place, because it's not worth it. People are seeing you as that Empress-like energy. You're at a more elevated place, and people are seeing that, and they may be wanting to knock you off of that high horse energy where you've kind of surmounted and overcome a lot of this petty drama, and people may be wanting to pull you back down. Now, this may be misconstrued energy that they're having towards you, where they don't really understand why they want to be starting drama with you, or why issues between you and people around you are arising. But you may just need to be a little more compassionate here, because I feel like there's just this energy where you and other people aren't really seeing each other clearly right now, especially with Neptune showing up here. Now, it may be a good time to be also much more compassionate with yourselves. Be easy on yourselves at this time, and know that you're going through a healing process. And so take it day by day. Don't be too hard on yourself for remembering things that you don't want to remember, going back to things that you thought you left behind, or things showing back up in your mind or in your emotional sphere that you thought you surmounted and healed from. That's all part of the process, and it's just for you to kind of reflect. Now, you may be feeling distant from the people you care about or people around you right now, and they may be feeling distant from you, but I also feel like this could be kind of like an illusion type of thing, where it may be feeling as though you and people around you have issues when you really don't. So it's good to just be honest with and clear with how you feel with other people, so there's no misconstruing of energy or misunderstandings that are unnecessary at this time. So that's what I have for you guys, number threes. If this reading did resonate with you, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye. Hey group 4, so let's see what the month of March 2019 has in store for you guys. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the Page of Cups, the 9 of Swords, just breathe, seek the truth, find balance, journey, action, make music, romantic feelings, look inside yourself, gentleness, and the North Node. So this month, I feel like you may find yourself a little more in your head than usual. There's a lot that's going to be on your mind that you've been thinking about, and it may be a good time for you to try and balance out that internal energy and get out of your head and get more into an action-oriented type of perspective. But I feel like there is some type of reflectionary energy. I don't even know if reflectionary is a word, but it's time to be a little more reflective towards yourself, and kind of going on like a soul journey type of thing, where you're kind of soul searching and learning a little bit more about yourself, or coming back into contact, or reconnecting with a part of yourself that you may have left isolated, or that you haven't really been tending to. Maybe something that you put to the back of your mind that you left on the back burner, that is kind of been trying to show back up in your world. I feel like the universe is leading you down some sort of pathway, and you guys may have been seeing some reoccurring numbers, reoccurring sequences like 222 or 444, whatever it is for you, but there's just something that you guys need to uncover. I feel like there's some epiphanies that's going to be happening for you guys this month, but you just need to be patient with yourself here as well. Don't be too hard on yourself, and really be gentle on your energy. But it's also time to get out of your head over what's really been on your mind heavily, and finally just take action. I feel like you've been having a lot of thoughts about things, a lot of different ideas that have been trying to resurface for you. With Make Music, some of you guys may have been musicians, or you have some creative gifts like poetry, singing, dancing, drawing, creativity, whatever it is for you, and you may have left that in the past, or you didn't really put that much energy into it, and it's time for you to finally go after that, or finally reconnect with that part of yourself, because it may be leading you towards a different perspective, or leading you down a certain path here as well. Now, there may be something that's proposed to you or offered to you this month that may kind of throw you off a little bit. with the Page of Cups being here and all these other cards, where someone may be wanting to make things right, make amends here as well, and you may just need to think about it, and you're kind of been blocking off this energy because there's some sort of decision that needs to be made. You know, maybe it might just throw off your equilibrium, and you may be in a place where you're having to decide what it is that you want to do in terms of that situation. Now, there's some internal stuff that's going on that I feel that you guys are, you know, dealing with this month, that's really causing you to go into the depths of yourself, with look inside yourself here and really, you know, come to a better understanding of you and what it is that you truly want to do. Where are you going next is what I'm kind of getting. What direction is your life going in? What is the next phase? What's the next step? And it may be something that's been really, really on your mind that you don't really know. You've been kind of worried about it, but I feel like you just need to trust the process and go where you're kind of guided to go, and trust the, you know, place that your soul is leading you down, because your gut's never going to lead you astray. Your higher self is never going to lead you astray, because at the end of the day, no one knows you better than you, in a sense. So yeah, but with romantic feelings, you know, someone may be, you know, feeling some sort of strong connection towards you, or you may find yourself feeling a certain pull towards someone that is kind of like a sense of discomfort, in a sense. Maybe it throws you off a little bit, or it's a sense of anxiety in a way, or, you know, this could be someone who's trying to come in out of isolation, or even if you're in a relationship and things have been kind of, you know, too much at a standstill, or you guys have been a little distant, maybe there's going to be a reconnection here as well for you guys. And, you know, it's kind of just deciding on what way you want to go. Maybe you're going to be worried about your love interest here as well. Now, with action and journey coming through, some of you guys may be traveling this month, or someone may be returning back from a long period of travel, and, you know, it's getting back into the energy. Maybe you're worried about traveling, or worried about, you know, someone coming back in a sense, or you don't really know the ins and outs of a certain situation. Now, I also just feel like there may be some sort of spiritual awakening or spiritual door that you guys are opening, or, you know, shift that you've been going through, that you just need to kind of be patient with yourself. You know, don't be overly, you know, defensive or on guard, or, you know, afraid, or just, you know, overly anxious. Maybe you've been having a hard time sleeping, or in March you'll be having issues with sleeping, or even just, you know, with your dreams that may be kind of discomforting, or, you know, just, I don't know, agitating you a little bit. But you just need to kind of not run away from those things that are being presented to you, especially if it's kind of like a psychic gift that's kind of trying to open up for you guys, and, you know, you've been a little bit avoidant towards it. It's with the Seek the Truth card. It's, you know, you finally taking a stand and no longer being afraid, and just being like, okay, what is this, universe? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to show me? And finally facing that fear, because I feel like you've been trying to block it out. You've been trying to ignore it. You've been trying to, you know, just teeter around the fence here. But it's time for you to finally just face it and see what it is the universe has been trying to show you. Now, again, you know, it's also a time period where you just need to balance out different parts of your life. There may be a lot that you're trying to juggle, a lot that you have on your plate at this time. And in, you know, March, it's okay for you to, you know, take a breather when you need to, because some of you guys may have been go, 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 and, you know, really been afraid of being in that Five of Pentacles energy, where there's that lack. You're afraid of being there. You want to get out of that position of lack, or you don't want to be in that position of lack, or if you feel like if you take too much time off, or if you just slack a little bit, or if you're too restful, that you're missing something, or you're missing out on something, or you have to find something, or you have to keep going. It's okay for you to, you know, take some time for yourself, you know, to take a time out, some R&R time, some downtime, because I feel like when you guys are resting, there's still so much on your mind that's keeping you up, you know, that you're worried about. And, you know, there's some stuff that you've been trying to, you know, avoid thinking about, you know, that you're worried, you know, and you're not trying to face that. But it's okay for you to just, you know, breathe, relax, and heal. You know, find balance between work and, you know, calm social time, or your hobbies, or relaxation. But also listen to what your gut is trying to tell you, because I feel like this month, March, is really bringing something up to the surface on what it is that you really need to be doing and what it is that you really need to be going after. So I feel like that question is going to be prompted up for you guys. Oh, that was a deep breath that came. But anyway, that's being prompted up for you guys on what journey, what direction are you really trying to go in with your life, so that you can finally go after it here as well. So I was getting something else, but it's kind of evaded me. I hope this reading resonated with you in any capacity. If it did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. I also just want to say, be careful going looking for things that may just throw you off. Try not to get distracted. Stay on the scent. You know, you're being guided in a certain direction. Don't let different things pop up and throw you off path, because I feel like some other things may be trying to show up in your life that are just distractive energies, and you need to just stay connected to yourself. So take moments to kind of pull away from all the excess noise, whatever's going on around you, to kind of remind yourself, keep your eye on your prize, keep your eyes on where you're trying to go. Not all that glitters is gold. Some things may end up leaving you in a desolate place, so don't go after what it is that seems too good to be true. Seek the truth. Seek answers within yourself. Ask your higher self, ask the universe to show you the truth, what it is that you need to be doing, what path it is that you need to go down. Tap into that creativity. Listen to music more. If you make music, maybe this is a great time for you to, you know, really get in there and getting into that creative sphere. But also just, you know, make sure you are, you know, staying centered with finding balance here. That just came to me. I had to say that as well. But also don't go looking for things that are just going to end up making you feel some type of way here as well. So now, if that reading did resonate with you, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.
Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I gotta be good.